Hi there, a quick video to let you guys know that my next business trip, which obviously I shall be also treating as a DXpedition, is to Australia. So I'm flying to Brisbane on Sunday. I'm looking forward to going. I've always wanted to go to Australia, never been there before, but this visit is literally crazy. I'm going on Sunday and I've got 2 or 3 meetings. And basically, I'm coming home again. There's probably going to be a couple of days free where we can go and have a look around, 2 or 3 days. But basically, I'm going to Australia and I'm back in 8 days, which is literally nuts. It sort of ruined it really in a way because Australia is the sort of place you go and you want to, make it the holiday of a lifetime, and that's not really the case. And I don't have the time to stay out there any longer. So, but nevertheless, another part of the world that I haven't visited before. And it'll be interesting to visit a new continent. I don't know much about Brisbane, but some of you guys are actually in Australia. It looks amazing from the skyline images I've looked at, what have you. So from that point of view, I'm definitely looking forward to going out there. I'm flying to Dubai, which is a 7-hour flight, and then that's effectively the connection. And then I'm flying from Dubai to Brisbane, and that is 13.5 hours. So the journey is going to be an absolute nightmare. But as I said, it's not every day you get to visit Australia. So I suppose the interesting thing is that the last time I was actually on the Pacific coast, was on the other side of the Pacific when I was in Asilomar in California last April, I think. And on that occasion, I managed to copy my first Trans-Pacific DX on medium wave, which was it was brilliant actually. It's a lot more difficult to catch Asian stations on medium wave from the west coast of America because the distances across the Pacific are so much greater than they are the Atlantic. But this time, of course, I'm going to be on the other side of the Pacific, and so one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is obviously tuning the bands, listing out for obviously Australian stations, New Zealand. Well, I don't know really what's possible, but on medium wave, but with a potential range of, hundreds, thousands of miles at night, there should be some interesting stuff to copy on medium wave. I don't know, I guess up into Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, out into the sort of South Pacific. And then obviously there are 1 or 2 shortwave stations, of course, that should be now possible to hear. I'm not that familiar actually with Pacific DX, whether it's medium wave or shortwave, because obviously it's very difficult to copy those stations from my QTH in Oxford. So I am actually going to take a copy of the WRTH with me because that is the Bible. And I can have a look through there and make sure that I've got my frequencies right, etc. I've got a few other bits and pieces of paperwork with frequencies for the tropical bands and some South Pacific stations. There aren't actually that many. There's very few, but I want to make sure that I try and hear them all. So I'm going to take the WRTH. In terms of receivers, it's the same deal really. I'm going to take the SDR Play RSPdx. Obviously, when I travelled last, which was Texas, I had the RSP Duo with me. The RSPdx has significantly enhanced performance below 2 megahertz, as I've been demonstrating on the channel for the last sort of 2 or 3 months, maybe longer. So yeah, I'm going to take that with me and a laptop. In terms of portable, I'm going to play it safe. This is a screenshot I found on Google of one of my videos from Texas. I'm going to take the PL-880 with me again because it's basically as good as any portable that I own. It's the performance is the same as the Eaton satellite, which is the same as the XH Data D808. But in terms of the audio, in terms of the ergonomics, in terms of the sort of quality feel, it's by far my preferred portable of choice, modern portable of choice, radio of choice. So that is the radio I'm taking with me again, and I will probably keep taking this radio with me when I travel until a better portable comes along. Now, there's 2 or 3 that are expected this year. There's the Texan PL-990, which doesn't really look much of an improvement on this radio. It actually looks like, well, it actually looks a bit more plasticky than the PL-880, if I'm honest. In terms of performance, I imagine it's similar. There's the PL-850, which is a bigger radio from Texan, a kind of high-end radio with twin speakers for stereo without earphones, etc. That radio actually does look very interesting. It's very kind of Grundig-esque in its kind of like design, industrial design. And then there's the Eaton Elite satellite, I think it is, which is basically the reincarnation of the E1. So there are 3 radios that potentially I would have taken with me to Australia, but none of them are basically available right now. And as I said, the PL-880 is the radio of choice for me. So that's what I'll be taking. So it'll be interesting to very interesting to get to Australia and tune the bands. Not, it is the trip of a lifetime, but at the same it's not, because it is a hell of a long way to go for 8 days. I mean, the more I think about it, the more ridiculous it is. And I'm just looking through my log from the Shortwave bulletin, and so NBC Bougainville on 3325 was heard in February. On 3365 Radio Cultura, 3475 Voice of the People, 3480 Voice of the People, 3325 Voice of Indonesia. I think I've copied them before, but it should be a lot easier from Australia. 3905 Voice of the People, South Korea. 3910 the same. 3915 BBC Kranji. 3930 Voice of the People again. 3945 Radio Echo of Unification. Well, it just goes on really. But anyway, there's a few stations in the area which should be potentially receivable, I would have thought. Certainly never been better placed to hear DX from the Pacific region than in Brisbane. So looking forward to it. In terms of antenna, I'm taking the MegaLoop again. It's the only antenna really that makes sense for traveling, and as I normally do, actually I'm just getting everything ready, testing cables, testing again, making sure everything works. I'm actually at the moment I'm just double checking the RSPdx is working with the USB cable, just making sure I've got a spare. There it is, tuned to VOCM 590 right now. And there is audio, VOCM, there you go. And there's the PL-880, of course. So that's basically the hardware that I'll be taking with me. And looking forward to it. This is probably the only time I'm going to visit Australia. We've got 2 or 3 meetings. It's possible I'll end up going back there, and if I do, I'll take the opportunity, hopefully, to go for longer. But for now, although it is a pain going all that way, I'll take it, because you know, it's not every day that you get to go to the other side of the world, and you know, I'm very fortunate that I'm able to do that, and as part of my job, really fortunate. Okay, well, I think that's about it. So I'm flying on Sunday. I'm probably going to upload 2 or 3 more videos before I fly, but obviously there'll be reception videos, hopefully uploaded onto the channel and published over the next sort of week and a bit while I'm there. Hope you enjoy them. Okay, well, thanks for watching.